Welcome back to the show, everybody. Got some of that professional wrestling with that WWE Evolution, baby. Not to be confused with WWE Crown Jewel, which is next week, where women are not allowed, much less to wrestle, or in the damn country. A country that doesn't want Sami Zayn for some reason. A country John Cena doesn't want to go to because people are over there getting murdered, namely some journalists who just went up missing and then, Rogue Galaxy, bang! So WWE still working on that, but there's going to be a tag team match between D-Generation X and the Brothers of Destruction, and I'm like, oil money, son, oil money. Just putting that out there. But regardless, jokes aside, I want to be serious for a moment because I have something that I want to say that I don't want this to be underplayed because of jokes just made. This is historic. It's like usually when WWE goes, this is historic, they do it to put their own spin on it because of how they want their history to be portrayed. This is different. This right here proves that the big dog in the yard of professional wrestling has caught up with everybody else. Because I'm going to be for real. I love bra and panty matches. But we have come a long way from bra and panty matches, from mud matches, from however women's wrestling got started and all the craziness that goes in there. We've come a long way. And to be a wrestling fan in this day and age, and to know that women's wrestling that used to be relegated to either technical porn or piss breaks are now headlining and main eventing pay-per-views. And now women have their own pay-per-view. In the grand scheme of things, that matters on a different level. Because Uncle Triple gonna flip it on you. This ain't just great for women in professional wrestling. This is great for anybody who wants to do and wants to be a professional wrestler for a living. Because now we are in this space where we're a lot more receptive. Because again, like I said, I come from the time of wrestling when it was slap fights and shit. We've come a long way from professional wrestlers who are women doing it better than the men in some cases. Just doing their thing. And this pay-per-view is a representation of how far we've come. Because again, let me remind you, because I'm going to insert this because I want you to understand. As much as the Attitude Era and the following era in WWE, following that, how women were treated as far as how they were portrayed and wrestling and things like that, I was young then, and I appreciated the dumbness because I was a dumb, horny kid. But I'm a grown man now, and as a grown man who enjoys watching wrestling in all of its forms, I understand how important this pay-per-view is. I do. I understand how important this pay-per-view is for the future of what it is that I love, and also my clothes are done. Well, at least their first cycle anyway. Regardless of that, we've got a pay-per-view to look at. Respectable slow clap for how far we've come, because it's all I can really do to really show that I appreciate where this is going, and I appreciate it for the reasons that everyone should. And if you don't, you probably really need to examine what it is you do, because this is historic, this is important, and this is a wonderful giant next step, because this ain't the first step, because we've had many steps in between, because again, we live in a world where women's matches are no longer relegated to piss breaks, and I gotta get up, or I need to go get something, or do what. Nah, your ass is in them seats, because these ladies are out killing it, killing themselves for eye entertainment. So for something like this to be popping off the way it is, it's a wonderful day indeed, and may this keep going for a long time to come. And now to this pay-per-view. Once upon a time there was a pay-per-view that had nothing but women on it, because that was a pay-per-view. Um, yeah, there was a pre-show match, but you didn't see it. But according to Wikipedia, it happened. Rhea Ripley defeated Dakota Lee for the NXT UK Women's Championship because NXT UK is a thing now. Triple H is going to own NXTs everywhere. This is going to be super fun. Like, super fun in a way that's kind of like, nah, super fun. But it is what it is. Now let's get to the pay-per-view proper. The pay-per-view that we all saw. Not a dark match you didn't see, okay? Our opening match of the evening was Trish Stratus and Lita versus Mickie James and Alicia Fox. You know what I'm saying? Like, this was supposed to be a match that was supposed to feature Thicky Miss Bliss, my boo. You know, I love me the gosh. You know what I'm saying? Let it know what it is. But she had a boo boo, so she had to sit down and chill though. But she cut a hot promo at the beginning, so it's all good. I appreciated this match for the three of the participants in this, being Trish, Lita, and Mickie James, because of what they represented when that change started to happen, to show that, yo, women killing it. Like, this was back in my day when Lita was murdering the game, when Trish was running it, and I'm like, yo, Mickie James licked that tank, bruh. As a horny ass kid, horny ass teenager, I appreciated that muchly. Spank back, baby. Regardless of that joke aside, this match was decent for those reasons. For seeing Trish, Lita, and Mickie do their thing. Like, Mickie do her thing every week on Raw, and still do. It's good to see Trish and Lita that, you know, that it's like you can kind of see that, you know, that they lost a small step, but they still can put in work, and it's great. Alicia Fox though, yeah, match was okay, and then Alicia Fox missed her mark, and it kind of threw off the whole finish. They got through the match, but Alicia Fox missed her mark, and it was just a mess. You'll be seeing that on Botchamania, I can guarantee you that. But it's good to see Trish and Lita, Hall of Famers, doing a thing, and Mickie James, who is going to be a future Hall of Famer. Indeed, you better know it for all that she's done for this women's revolution. It's a good day, but Alicia Fox, yeah, I remember when she was crazy and she was dealing with Cedric Alexander. I don't believe I just randomly mentioned that. Anywho, back to the lecture at hand. There was a 20 women over the top battle royal for a future championship match that my baby Nia Jax won. And here's the thing, because before I talk about like your secret bonus characters who are in this match or whatever, is I don't get this. Like, when Nia, and at the time who was champ according to this information as we're talking about this, Ronda Rousey, they had them a little thing, and it was quickly blown off of respect, but I'll break your arm. And that lasted for all of 2 seconds before Thicky Miss Bliss got the title back before losing it. Given all of this, I guess they think a couple of things. Because of what I heard about my girl Asuka, I don't know if they're gonna pull the trigger on her. I don't know if or when at all, because allegedly her English ain't good enough, but that don't matter. Asuka can wrestle with one of the best in the business. And Ember Moon was killing things in NXT. Doing real decent on the Raw roster now. Kind of thought it was her time. No. So, I really don't get it. It's like the only other outlier in that will be a former women's champion in Naomi, but And then there's the rest of the competitors in this match. Like, Tamina just came back a couple weeks ago. I just randomly thought about her, and it's kind of like, well, okay. Your OGs in the match. You had Molly Holly and Kelly Kelly and Tori Wilson. You had Alundra Blaze, early trendsetter in this movement, way before a lot of these was even wrestling. Like, I never forget she got on Nitro. Like, man, this title, bitch, drop it in a trash can, throwback shit. Maria was in the match for some reason I don't get. And Michelle McCool was here, but, you know, something about fighting the Undertaker, Mighty Max Worldwide Speed Racing. And then there were normal people who you see all the time in matches. That was that. Because trying to talk about anything else, because the Battle Royal as a whole, it's like, I expected more from it, because given that this pay-per-view was what it was, I really didn't think that they would do the safe thing and give it to Nia Jax, because the match had its moments. I'm like, yo, groups of people suplexing other people, and all those almost saves, and then and all of those no saves. But that's a battle royal for you. You do what you can. It's gonna be interesting to really see like what's gonna be depending on who Nia Jax will face, and we'll learn the answer to that later on. Toni Storm wins the 2018 Mae Young Classic. As a wrestling fan who watches this and understands and knows, who reads the dumb stuff people post about this thing that I love and all the things that happen. Io Shirai is one of the best wrestlers in the business, in general, period. But there was no way she was winning this. No way in hell. See, the thing is that you can come from multiple angles on this. Toni Storm is going to be the future of women's wrestling when it comes to the big stage of the WWE. That's to be said. I'm not really sure what they finna do with Io Shirai. I have no idea. I have no idea what they're gonna do with Io Shirai. I have no clue at all. It's like, are they gonna sign her? Is she gonna go back to where she came from? Is she gonna do something? I'm not sure, and I wasn't sure before I hit record. But I kind of had a feeling that going into the match that Toni Storm was going to win it, because she can use like something like that on her resume as they build her up. Regardless of booking decisions or whatever, that match was straight fire. Like, I don't know how to really legitimately describe what it was that I watched, but I know it was amazing. It blew my mind, and just a display and show of just great wrestling in general, period. All that can be said. So it is what it is with that. Congratulations to Toni Storm. It'll be interesting to see what they do with Io Shirai. So just wait and stay tuned. I got questions, right? Uncle Triple's got questions. You know what I'm saying? See, next up on this card, Natalya, Bayley, and Sasha Banks versus the Riot Squad. Well, mainly Liv Morgan and friends, but I'm like, well, I've had a recent infatuation with Liv Morgan when I saw a picture of her wearing the cutest glasses ever, and it's just like, MANIACAL, baby. MANIACAL. Shut up. Anyway, regardless of this, Bayley and Sasha being relegated to a 6-man tag team match in the middle of this historic pay-per-view. Match was hot, but I had questions about this. The Riot Squad, more of that future with, like I said, Cutie Miss Liv Morgan, Ruby Riott, and Sarah Logan, the future of this business. Like, yo, I don't know. It's like, it's gonna be weird to see the three of them break up. I don't think they should. I really think they should always stay a squad. You know what I'm saying? Let them have some titles. Let them be the New Day forever. The New Day forever. They should just call themselves New Day forever. Don't do that. The thing is that I have questions about, again, like I said, Bayley and Sasha Banks in this match. Why? Like, I get it. I understand it because of the build-up that this match had, and Natalya really had nothing to do because she probably should have been a little more involved in the main event of the evening, but I kind of see why they did this the way they did. Given stuff, I still don't get why Bayley and Sasha Banks are in this match, given what they mean to this current state of things. That was my only question. It wasn't a question that sat up here and took my enjoyment out of the match or anything like that, it was more of understanding that two of the four horsewomen are in this or in a championship match later, and the other two are in a 6-man tag match. You do the math on that, bruh. That's all I have to say. I will say this though, that end was hot. The end was hot. It's like all the throwback stuff and pins and things. So it is what it is with that. So Shayna Baszler got back the title. That girl is a badass. Like in general. That girl walk around with "I don't give a fuck" written on her forehead and she wrestle like it. That girl is dangerous. Has been since she stepped on the MMA scene, and now she in NXT murdering fools. The Pirate Princess though, Kairi Sane, like she been doing her thing. It's like it's gonna be really interesting to see how do I say this? How they sit up here and screw up everything good about a pirate gimmick when she gets pulled up to the main roster. It's the question that I tread and fear, because Kairi Sane, another one, great wrestler, but it's just the more and more I see people come up from NXT, the more and more I see that what was good down there, because of the love they get shown, and get thrown up in the main roster and get nothing, and it's just like, it is what it is. Regardless of my thoughts about that, this match was murder. This was back and forth, but then the rest of the crew, the other three horsewomen that's not Ronda Rousey, the MMA 4 horsewomen, got involved in the match. But you need Shayna to win the title like that to tell a story. So I kind of get that and understand that that's the reason. But I'm like, yo, Kari's face was like pasty white. Like, when I say Shayna put her ass to sleep, she put that ass to sleep. And I'm just like, damn. Like, I've watched some Shayna Baszler matches, for real. But it's like, it's just something about her intensity in the ring. It's nuts. Like how Ronda be sitting up here throwing fools, Shayna just be sitting up here just like a monster, just and I'm just like, I got permission to put your favorite wrestler in a headlock. And I'm just like, hell yeah. It is what it is. So, you know what I'm saying? So I just want to say, you know what I'm saying, that it is what it is. So, my other question is that I read this somewhere, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause I'm like, I heard a little bit about the pay-per-view, about wondering, like, because the rest of the horsewomen doing this, about what does that mean for Ronda? Don't know. I don't know why Ronda would need a heel turn or anything like that. I don't even think she a face. She just somebody go out there and go break people's arms. And I'm like, you don't really need a baby face or a heel designation to go out there and break somebody's arm. That's just me. It is what it is with that. Remember those other two of the 4 horsewomen? Becky Lynch and Charlotte put on a show, which I believe is the best match of the night. They went out there and they murdered each other. And it's like, the thing about all of this isn't necessarily the match being great. Is that this right here has had some of the best build-up of a match in quite a while. In general, period. Just like, I appreciate this the same way that I appreciated the early parts of AJ and Joe. Except this got really personal, really fast, A, and that's what you need to keep people in it. B, on top of that, you got 2 great wrestlers going in there telling the story, and it's been over multiple pay-per-views that they've been telling this story, and this is the way they're giving the way to end, and this is the way that you want it to end. Because if it would have ended any other way other than what it is, then I'd probably be sitting up here having questions. I don't even want to say nothing about this match. All I have to say is this. If you gonna watch a match from this pay-per-view, this will probably be the one you should watch. That's it. Saying anything about the finish or anything other than Becky Lynch ultimately wins is how we get to that point is important. So, you know what? Yeah, I will say that. That match was insane. Insane. There were a couple of moments in there that I had a laugh. But this has to be match of the year contender. Gotta be. This match is gonna have to be like when it's time, like in a month or so, for us to look back at the year. That this match will A, stick out fresh in heads, and B, you just gotta respect that Becky Lynch and Charlotte told a great story, put on a match of the year candidate. It's gonna be interesting to see SmackDown to see how this ends. But I gotta give it up. I'm like, yo, they went out there and put on a show. I'm like, it was an amazing wrestling match. Even though it was last woman standing. Amazing wrestling match. A great way to tell a story. A great way to do what it is that you're gonna do. But we probably ain't seen the last of Charlotte in a title picture, and it'll be interesting to see where Becky goes from here. Oh, Ronda Rousey broke Nikki Bella's arm. I just figured you might want to know that information. See, the thing is about this feud is that it was this whole thing of why they needed Nikki Bella to be a heel in this match in the first place. Like, I get it. Like, we talking about the Bella twins. They sat up here telling each other, I wish you died in the womb. Like, you thought I forgot that? No. That was funny as hell. They call me dirty bitch. I'm like, yo, you seen that gif of that you just going and stuff. The thing is that it wasn't no way that if Bookie would have put this title on Nikki Bella, it would have been a riot. It would have been a riot. But given the story that they wanted to tell, especially given this, is when I think about it in hindsight, that makes sense. That makes sense the way that it was handled, the whole story was handled, is that Ronda Rousey took it there talking about John Cena, you know what I'm saying, and Daniel Bryan. They took it back talking about your mama disappointed in you, blah, blah, blah. And they went up her to make it really personal. I really think that it could have been just an honest wrestling match of let's just let me just get in the ring and break your arm real quick and we can go about our day. Match was great. I appreciated the match for what it was. It was some throwback Bella stuff of, like you got Brie in the cut sitting up her putting in work. You got Nikki in there doing their thing. And it's like, I got to say that regardless of what it is that Nikki and Brie have come a very long way. Like, even though they sitting up here injuring people and stuff like that, Miss Liv Morgan, who, oh my God, look, it was a great match. Not better than the match we just talked about. But a great match regardless, and it should be interesting, like I said, that Ronda's your champion still. So it's going to be interesting to see what it is that they do with Nia Jax. What is the future of the Raw and SmackDown women division? Is who next for Becky? Who's next for Ronda past Nia Jax? Unless they really finna turn this into a serious feud and not going to be some one blow off for Money in the Bank to sit up here so we can course correct. Because we at the end of October, right? At the end of October, we's about to hit the road to WrestleMania any day now. So it's gonna be interesting to really see like what this build up is leading to. Cause we got Survivor Series immediately coming up, and then after that it's about to get real ignorant. So you gotta sit up here and think about that. So let me see. No, okay, this is what I need because I just pulled up Google Chrome real quick because so we got Survivor Series next, and then we got TLC, and then that ends our year, and then let me see. So I'm trying to figure out what's after TLC. It should tell me. It should tell me what's after TLC this year. So, okay, it doesn't tell me. That's strange. So, let me see. It's not gonna help. So, it's gonna be the Royal Rumble because it's the Royal Rumble. So, let me see. The Royal Rumble is in January. So the Royal Rumble is in January. So we in November now. We finna be in November. So we got Crown. We got fake pay per view Crown Jewel. We got Survivor Series table ladders and chairs, and then our road to WrestleMania starts with the Royal Rumble. And then from there, I don't know where things go, but I'm gonna take a look real quick. If it will let me do so, and it does not. It doesn't. So, what is the rest of the year when it comes to wrestling? And that's the question that I have. And we're not closing out this video until I find out, because I want to know. Because I want to know. I guess that ain't created at Wikipedia. So, end of the day, so that's what the immediate future of WWE is right now. Like the immediate future of Survivor Series, and then there's gonna be invasions and whatever. Do we got TLC? Then we got the Royal Rumble all the way through. So from whatever the Royal Rumble is until WrestleMania, I don't know if they gonna fill it in with a fast lane or something, or rename a new pay per view or something. I'm not really sure, but we'll see. Let me repeat this one more time before we get up out of here. We've come a long way. From bra and panty matches, to piss breaks, to mud matches, to slap fights, to professional wrestling being respected no matter who is in the ring. Not everything is perfect. But this is a big giant step. You know what I'm saying? That even though Crown Jewel is happening, and I made that joke at the beginning, is that having WWE Evolution, wrestling's in a great place. Wrestling's in an even better place if you get out the WWE bubble. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I dabble in New Japan as much as I can to try to keep up with it. You know what I'm saying? Got my own, still got my New Japan World subscription. Well, I think it's about to run out any day now, so I probably want to sit up here and get caught up because I know it's the Super Junior Tag League right now. I think that's what's going on immediately. So things like that, and you also got Kenny Omega versus Tanahashi coming up. So should be interesting to really see that, because I think that's happening at Wrestle Kingdom. I think that's happening at Wrestle Kingdom, and things like that. So stay tuned for that. So look, regardless, wonderful pay per view. Thumbs up, Soldier. Thumbs up. But look, you guys know the drill. Sit back, relax, stay tuned. You know I am the one on Triple G.O.D, aka Yo Uncle Triple. Got the squad with me, you know what I'm saying? We always got what you need. No matter what it is, we got what you need. And we will have more of that indeed after these commercial messages.